Hello, everyone. I am so sorry. I've been gone for so long, it feels. Um, but I did have a really bad cold and I had no voice. So I could not do videos. So it was very frustrating for me. Um, However, I just went with the flow and took some time to rest and go within. And some interesting things have happened since I last made a video. I'm officially a reverend. I can marry people now. um, but, and we are doing a retreat, myself, my friend Nicoletta, my friend Trisha, and my friend Michelle. All four of us are doing a retreat called the Pillars of the New Earth. And we are offering so many exciting things. Please message me if you're interested. I am trying to, the link I tried to send, I think it didn't connect correctly. So I'm going to try again. But if you've watched, I'm sure many of you know who Nicoletta is. She's from Shamanic Insights and Mark My Words. And we've had some collaborations. Same with Michelle. She's from Angel Insights. And my friend Trisha, I also have posted one of her videos from her channel so that you can get to know her a little bit better. Anyway, we would love to see you. So far, I think, I want to say we have 23 maybe seats left. So anyway, please talk to me. We will be in Galveston, and on a very nice, in a nice Airbnb, close to the ocean. So it should be really nice. All right. I'm going to do a pick a card. We're going to see what messages Spirit has for you. And let's do it. I've pulled these 3 cards from the Starseed Oracle. All right. For pile number 1, we have Fall into My Arms. Okay, look at that. If it feels, you feel drawn to it, that's for pile 1. Pile 2, we have the Great Severing. Okay. And pile 3, Activated Earth. Look at the image, listen to the words. If it resonates or feel drawn to it, choose that. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. All right. Let's turn that upside down. We'll just leave it like this. Okay. All right. So this is pile 1. We have Fall into My Arms, and it says in the small print, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Okay. So what I'm getting from this card is you are being called to embrace the things that are unknown to you or the things that are not in your nature, okay? So opposites, extremes, and things that make you feel out of control. For instance, me being sick last week put me out. It made me not able to do my cards. It made me stop and do something, and it just made me feel a little bit out of control, right? So there's a lesson there. We can ride the wave, we can learn, we can, or we can fight and then cause more chaos, right? So I'm feeling as if you're being called to embrace the things that you normally would make you normally feel out of control, and see what lessons you can learn so that you can expand and grow. You know, I'm feeling as if, so they're showing me, I see in there water. I have embraced these elements simply because I'm an Aries with Cancer rising. I have a lot of air and water in my chart. I mean, fire and water in my chart. A little bit of earth too, but as with those two elements, you can see their power and you can see how they can be destructive, right? With fire, we can light a candle and it can help us see in the dark. With fire, we can build a warm fire, use it as a campfire to keep us either warm or to cook some food. But we can also burn down a forest with fire. Same with water. Water replenishes, water restores. It hydrates us. Water is needed for plants to grow, for our bodies to grow, to purify, to cleanse, right? We use it to clean our body, and it has this purifying effect. But it could also be a tsunami. It could also be a hurricane, right? And so when we embrace, it creates flow. And when we fight, it creates more of the chaotic side, right? So I could be angry about being sick and then get more sick, as an example of the fire side, right? I can feel sadness and I can allow it to overcome me and fall into depression because water is emotions, right? Or I could feel sadness and I can allow it to expand me and make me more empathetic for others who go through sadness. Do you see the power in that? The difference in how we embody the elements, or the things that could be something that creates chaos, or it can expand us. And it's all about what do we do with the opposition? Do we flow with the opposition and allow it to move us forward? Or do we allow it to destroy us? And so this is the call, to allow chaos to create expansion in our life, to allow opposition to create expansion in our life. I shouldn't say chaos. It's not always chaos. It's just opposition. All right. So that's my first message from Spirit. We're going to pull some cards. My voice, as you can see, is not 100% back, but it's here enough that I can speak with you guys. So okay. We have King of Discs. King of Cups. Ace of Wands. Three of Cups. Temperance. Nine of Wands. Page of Discs. The Hermit. The Fool. And Queen of Swords. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so we have in the top row, we have two kings. The King of Discs and the King of Water or Cups. Earth and water energy. I love these two together because it's coming into the fullness of your power of being grounded and being emotional. And being emotionally intelligent while also understanding the practicality of life. We need both in our energy. Perhaps you're highly practical or highly emotional. One or the other. They seem very opposite, right? Going along with our card that we first were looking at. And so you're being called to integrate these two energies to come into balance, to understand how to ground, but also how to connect to your emotional body and feel your emotions. All right. And it's going to create, as you do this, you're creating a new beginning. And I'm seeing this is Wands energy, and it is passionate, but I'm also seeing it as a creator. I feel like you're creating something new in your life with that wand. I'm getting this vision of Harry Potter with his wand going on an adventure. And I feel like you are coming into your spiritual gifting, and those gifts are now creating a new beginning in your life. I feel like you're starting to come into your power and understand what your mission in life is. And this is a very spiritual new beginning you're embarking. I see the celebration with friends. I feel like you are coming into a knowing of who some of your spiritual family is, your soul family, and they're coming together with you as you embrace these new gifts, as you embrace your mission, and they're here to support it, celebrate with you in it. And I also am hearing collaborate. So I feel like you have friends that you are collaborating or will be collaborating with in this new mission or in this new understanding of your life's mission. Wow, so cool. Okay, and we have Temperance. Coming into balance between heaven and earth. Being completely grounded in earth, but also highly connected to heaven. I feel like this is also about patience and understanding that there is divine timing involved in everything you do. Well, I wouldn't say everything, but in your spiritual mission. Okay? And so I'm also hearing that you have a promise, a covenant with God or with Spirit about what you are meant to be embracing in this life, or how you are going to make a difference in this world. And you are highly supported, protected, and loved. And you have these angels around you. I'm seeing a lot of angels around you, guiding you, protecting you. Some of you are connected to Native Americans as well, because I'm seeing a Native American here. Perhaps you have that in your bloodline. Medicine woman is what I'm hearing. If anyone connects to shamanism or being a medicine woman, this might be your pile. All right, and we have this 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is telling you that you've embarked this real difficult journey, and you've been beaten up, and you have felt beaten up. You just feel tired. It's like, I'm getting this vision of someone climbing Mount Sinai. You're backpacking and you have all these things that you're carrying. And it's not that you're really upset about where you're headed. This is part of what you have to go through to get where you're going. But you are tired because you've been on this journey for a while and your muscles are sore and take it how it resonates with you. So you're sitting down and saying, I know I'm almost there. I only have this little bit left to do, but I just need a rest. And that's kind of your energy right now, where you've been through some kind of obstacle, or you've had to do some work and you're tired and you're really almost at the end of that cycle. That's a 9. You just need to be at a 10 to finish that cycle, to have the full completion. So it's okay to take time to rest. It's okay that you are almost done, but you just like, I just need to stop. And it feels supported as we have this Hermit card here. We have this page, it's a new beginning, but it's also someone communicating to you and giving you a message. And this is a message that is practical and grounding you. And perhaps that message is to take some time for yourself, to be a hermit for a little bit, to go within, to learn more, to understand more, because the hermit goes inside to study and learn and master skills, and he's the master teacher. After he's done with his journey, he becomes the master teacher. And he needs that time to separate himself from the rest of the world in order to become the master teacher, to follow his guidance, to understand how to lead. Because he's leading the way with that light. Follow the hermit. We would follow the hermit because he knows the way. He knows the way because he took time to understand and learn. And so that's you. That's you. You've been on this journey of feeling burdened and hard, and you got to take that time to rest. Because guess what's next after that rest, after that time of being quiet and understanding? Then you take that leap of faith with the Fool. That leap of faith for this journey that you're coming on. And for all of you, it's going to be different. But I definitely feel this very strong spiritual calling in your life, whether it be like what came up earlier was shamanism or medicine woman type stuff, or maybe you're being called to be a teacher, or maybe you're being called to use your intuitive gifts, or whatever your spiritual gifting is. You're here to have faith, to have trust that this is meant for you and this is the journey you're going to be on. And you may not see even the next step, but you only will receive that blessing of having the joy of being where you're meant to be, or living in your purpose, if you take that step of faith, if you follow through with this promised covenant that you have made. This beautiful, protected path. Highly protected is what I'm hearing. And as you see this angel looks like they're walking on water, like Jesus did. I feel like that is how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do that because that's like walking on water. Yes, you can. It's what you're here for. It's what you're meant for. It's what you're meant to be doing. Stand in your power as the Queen of Swords. She is practical. She is balanced. She is logical. She is highly connected to the spirit realm, to heaven, to God. But she is also bringing it here to earth. In the daily life. She is discerning. She is wise. And she is compassionate. When we come into balance with all these aspects, between the masculine, the feminine, the emotional, the practical, the intellect, that is when we come into the fullness of our power. Okay, I believe that is it for pile 1. What a beautiful reading. I'm excited to see what your calling is. Please leave a comment. Let me know. Like, share, and subscribe if you like my channel. It helps me grow. If you'd like to book a reading, please contact me at soulexpansionhouston@yahoo.com. If you also email me if you would like to join our retreat. We'd love to see you, and it's going to be very exciting. I'm just so excited to be a part of it. And I just want to say the divinity in me honors the divinity in you. Namaste. All right, pile 2. You chose the Great Severing. The Great Severing. It says Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay, so I've been getting also that a lot, this is just general without even these cards. I have been getting that there's a lot of Mars energy going on. Well, we do have the North Node in Aries right now for the whole collective. And yes, we have a lot of Mars energy. I literally yesterday was driving and running errands, and there was 2 men that got in just a little bumper to bumper accident. There wasn't much damage, but they were yelling at each other, and guess what? They didn't end it there. They started fist fighting right there on the side of the road. And I'm going, wow, we really are in intense energy right now, guys. And if you're feeling it, which I have also been feeling it because my sun is in Aries, so, which is ruled by Mars. So, this conflict, this real intense energy, we can allow it. Like I said this in pile 1. We can allow fire to be something that we use for great purpose, such as heating our food, lighting the way, like when we light up a lamp or a candle. in the dark, okay? Or we can allow it to become a forest fire. And I feel like those guys on the road were allowing that energy to become a forest fire. Perfect example. And the great severing is wielding the energy and embracing love, turning that passion that we have that creates anger and conflict, turning it, imagine if we flip that magnet and use that for a force of love. Wow. That's what I'm getting. The great severing is for you. You are highly passionate individuals and action-oriented. I'm hearing take pause before you act. Take pause, because sometimes that Mars energy, that it makes us very spontaneous, which can be fun if we're being spontaneous, like, let's go on a road trip, right? That could be fun. That could be fun energy. But it's not always wise energy when you're like, hey, I've known you for 3 weeks. Let's get married. That's the kind of so it's about honing in this beautiful passion, but creating wisdom and love with it. Okay? So that's what this great severing is all about. Let's see what the tarot tells us about the great severing and what your message is. Okay. We have Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Discs in this deck. The angle of the camera is kind of weird today, but we're doing it. All right, and we have 8 of Wands. Okay. 5 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Yeah, my camera is so weird because my son keeps playing with the stand and I have to adjust it every time, and I don't always get it the way it was before. We have the Star. Love it. In the center of the reading. Beautiful. 10 of Wands. If you're drawn to pile 1, if you're drawn to pile 1, it may be that you're the next step after pile 1. I don't know. I just am getting that maybe just for one of you. The Sun. Knight of Wands. 10 of Swords. And 8 of Cups. Okay, let's get into it. All right. So you definitely have a new beginning in abundance, in work, in things that are tangible, in stability. And this new beginning will either be created or expanded through connection with someone online or maybe many people online. Perhaps you have an opportunity to do a job that is where you're working remotely. Or maybe you're thinking about starting something on like a YouTube channel or something having to do with social media. But I'm getting that this is going to be connected to your abundance, to your new beginning in abundance. We have this 5 of Cups here, and I feel like you may have tried something similar in the past and it hasn't worked out. And so you're worried about those times it hasn't worked out. You have 2 cups that are full though. And so Spirit is saying, focus on the things that have worked. Stop focusing on the things that didn't. So where we focus is where we grow, where we put our focus, right? So keep focus on the things that have worked and expand on those things is what Spirit is saying. We have the 7 of Swords. This is fearful energy. He's worried about, in the original deck, the meaning of this card is he's stealing from soldiers. They're in a war, and he's stealing the swords of the soldiers because he's afraid of the battle, okay? And so however that resonates with you, what are you afraid of? In his mind, it's this battle. Is there some kind of conflict you're afraid of? This is mental energy. Swords are thoughts, and swords are words. So is there a conflict you're worried about? You can release that because we have this star energy, which is wish fulfillment and healing. And I love how she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on earth. She's bringing healing through emotional energy into your reality, healing your heart, and giving you wish fulfillment. And I'm hearing follow your North Star. What is your North Star? For some of you, this is your North Node. Look in your chart. What's your North Node? There's a message there for you in regards to what your calling is and what your mission is. I also have videos on North Node. So once you look up my videos because I talk about what your North Node means. That's also Aquarius energy. If you're an Aquarius or if you know someone who's an Aquarius, they may be significant in your mission. We have this 10 of Wands, which is all about an ending of a cycle of burden or of an exhausting trial that you've been through. And this is ending. So it's time for a new beginning. We started off with this new beginning. This is saying you've ended a cycle. We have this 10 of Swords here up ahead as well. So that tells me you're ending a cycle right now. We have this Sun, which is also coming in. As you come into completion, this is the reward. This is you coming into a positive, one of the most positive parts or places in your life. And you are experiencing joy and peace and abundance and possibly even fame. This is the Sun card, which is about being in the spotlight, and it's Leo energy, okay? Maybe you're in Leo or you have someone that's a Leo in your life that's pushing you in this direction. But it is like the best card in the deck. And so I say you have had some burdens. You've had some heartache. You've had some fears. Push forward because you have this Sun card in the outcome, okay? We have Knight of Wands, okay? So this is passionate, fast forward moving energy, which goes along with this Mars severing of the earth severing, okay? So he's coming in to help you with that severing. with that understanding of the Mars energy and letting go of the anger and the negative side of it, we're not going to create forest fires, but we're going to create some campfires and we're going to be the light guiding others, right? And that's where this passion is going. And that's where you're meant to push forward, okay? We have this ending, right? And really, he's died. Like, with all those swords, who is going to survive that? So I'm getting that you're going through some kind of death and rebirth experience. We see that there's roses growing out of all those wounds. You have been through something hard. You have been through a burden. You've ended that cycle, okay? We've had that sadness, right, with the Five of Cups energy. But you also, in the center of it, have this healing with this Star card. So it's time to embrace, to allow, when we have something difficult that we're going through, we can use it for our birth or our death or both. In this case, I feel it is a severing of the things that no longer serve you and embracing this new life, this new you, as you connect to your higher self, as you connect to your mission and to your spirit guides, to your angels, to God. You're following your true north. And that's giving you this beautiful sun. You have this Eight of Cups, and that's saying no to the things that do not belong to you and heading towards the things that do, the things that your heart desires. So you're in this part. I keep seeing this severing, right? The theme of your reading. It's time to sever the things that no longer serve you, to have wisdom and understanding of what, we're not going to wallow, we're not going to be fearful, but we're going to have a greater understanding of what is for us and what is meant for us, what is our heart's desire, what is our mission in life, and follow through with that. Follow your North Star. Beautiful. Trying to ask Spirit if there's any other messages. I'm not getting any other messages. This is much shorter than the first reading, but I think it's complete. And so I'm not going to just talk to talk, but I'm going to give you the message meant for you. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Beautiful. I'm excited to hear how this resonated. So please leave a comment. Like, share, and subscribe if you like my channel. It does help my channel grow. If you'd like to book a reading with me, please contact me at soulexpansionhouston@yahoo.com. And if you're interested in our retreat, please contact me and let me know, because I'd love to see you there. I'd love to meet you. And I'm just doing this with some amazing people. So I'm excited. And I hope you are too. All right. Thank you, pile 2. And now I'm going to be going on to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. You chose activated earth. Okay? And what does it say in the small print? Power places, ley lines, trust where you land. Power places, ley lines, trust where you land. All right, Spirit, what do you have to say? I'll put this right here. All right, I'm feeling as if you guys are highly connected to grid work. Some of you are like, maybe won't even know what grid work is, but you are here to bring unconditional love into this planet. healing this planet. Where you land is where you heal, no matter where you go, every step you take. And I'm also hearing some of you, I don't know why, if someone is considering astrocartography, yes, go into that. You're meant to. So you guys have some understanding of how the world works in a different way. Sacred geometry means something to you. I'm getting Archangel Metatron. You need to connect with Archangel Metatron. He wants to connect with you. Something that some people don't know, Archangel Metatron is often connected to Enoch, and that he is Enoch, which some of you may be interested in reading the book of Enoch. It is highly interesting. I've been doing it myself. Yeah, and so I'm feeling as if you are going to be these master teachers teaching others how the world works, how the universe works. You have a deeper understanding. I'm seeing the dimensions. I'm seeing the density of time, space. Yeah, you have this deeper understanding, and it's part of your gifting and it's part of your mission. Okay, let's see what the tarot has for you. Okay, we have Four of Cups, Chariot, Ace of Swords, Three of Discs, Three of Swords, Page of Discs, the Hermit. Let's move these up. The World, King of Wands, Page of Wands. Okay. Let's get into it. You know, I got this other card was underneath, and I'm going to keep it wu-wei. Okay. That's unique to this deck, and it doesn't come out very often, so I feel like it's for you. Okay. So we have this Four of Cups. This is you deciding not to take action on something. It can be a sense of apathy. But I'm feeling as if there's an offer being made to you and you're just kind of saying no to it. It's not something you're really interested in. But you do have something you're interested in because you have this Chariot, which is fast forward movement. And I really feel like some of you may be moving. So those of you that are in this pile, I do feel like you have a move coming, a literal move. Maybe you're moving apartments or moving to a new location. We have this new beginning right after it too, which is kind of saying, yes, this is true. Especially when it's a swords energy, that tells me what is coming beforehand is true. So we also have this 3 of Cups, which is like community, family, friends, all celebrating. And we have that, but then the next card is this 3 of Swords. I feel as if you've been through some type of heartbreak or heartache. Perhaps you did have a move already, or you made a choice in something and it just didn't work out. And so you're kind of feeling sad about it and working it out. But I feel that this is going to be, as you connect with your friends and your community, they're helping you heal that heart. You have this new beginning with this Page of Pentacles. It's a stable new beginning, and it's having to do with your finances. So I'm feeling as if, as you're healing, as you're coming out of it, you are working on focusing on your work and your abundance. And someone is going to give you this idea, and it's going to really push you forward, and it's going to help you in your next destined step in your mission. So if this resonates, don't be discouraged because something didn't work out, because what's meant for you will always be for you. And trust that, okay? We all go through these cycles, and you're heading in the right direction because you're following your mission and you're following your what is meant for you. We have this Hermit card, which is calling you to go within to gain further understanding. And I think that has a lot to do with the earlier message, connecting with Archangel Metatron, connecting with your understanding of your deeper knowledge in regards to how the universe works. I see you as this master teacher. I see you kind of like a professor, a leader. As you gain more knowledge, you will teach others and lead the way. I see him as he's carrying that lantern. He's leading the way. And he really does know the way because he took time to be by himself first, to study, to gain understanding, to gain wisdom, to gain knowledge. And as you do so, then you're able to lead others. I feel in your outcome that you have this ending of a cycle. You've learned the lessons. And I like that it's right underneath that 3 of Swords. So whatever heartbreak you've been through, it taught you some lessons. You're coming into further balance. You have balance of all the elements when you are in this World card. It's also, the World card is also about travel. So I definitely see a move or a trip coming your way. And as you come into balance, as you become the Hermit, that's also Virgo energy. We're in Virgo season. You may have Virgo in your chart to further clarify or give you understanding or confirm that this is your reading. But yeah, you're ending that. And I love how, and this is the first time I've seen this, we have the sun and we have the moon. So you come into balance between your actions, your intellect, your passion, and your emotions. You've healed and you've done the work. And so you're being rewarded. You're becoming this King of Wands. Okay? You're not allowing your pain to defeat you, but instead to push you forward and to help you expand and grow and to stand in your power as the King of Wands. Okay? And it's pushing you forward into this new beginning, this spiritual new path. You also have Wu Wei. This is coming into a place of neutrality. This is coming into a place of understanding who you are that you are the drop of the ocean and you are the ocean. And to not be so attached to outcome, but to just accept and understand the cycles of life. So when we are in this place of neutrality, we can have chaos, we can have peace, and we are still in this place of neutrality. Beautiful. Let me see if there's any other, do we need to pull any other cards? Yeah, I'm gonna pull a few more cards. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands. Let's move these over a little bit. Okay, so I feel that you're being called to speak your truth. You could be an air sign. You're being called to speak your truth no matter what, to stand in your power, to share your knowledge with others by speaking. Again, I keep getting that you're a teacher. You're some type of teacher. We got this Queen of Wands, which I love because it's your counterpart. This could be you coming into balance between your masculine and feminine, or it could be a divine counterpart coming into your life. Take it as it resonates. But as you come into balance, as you come into whether it be partnership or your own, the partnership within, you're being called to take the next step, to step into your mission, to stop just looking at and saying, yeah, I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to be a teacher. We can sit here and think about it all day long, but now it's time to step into it. Okay, take that leap of faith, take that step. All right, pile 3, beautiful message. I love you guys. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. That's all we have for you. If you'd like to book a reading with me, please contact me at soulexpansionhouston@yahoo.com. If you'd like to join our retreat, please contact me and I'll give you information about it. I would love to see you there in Galveston. If you like my readings, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel grow and it helps me to give you more content. The divinity in me honors the divinity in you. Namaste.